With Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse out in theaters, we have 6 characters in that movie that are Spider-Man or Spider-Woman characters, and today we're going to rank them from worst to best. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If this is the first time on my channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as comment how you would rank these 6 Spider-Man and women characters from worst to best. So starting this video off with number 6 is Peni Parker. Peni Parker, I would say, is probably the least interesting character in this movie and probably the least developed character as well. I thought she was really cool though. I thought she was very interesting. She was from the future. She was very smart and very bright, and she had a really good relationship with her robot that she had created, and she actually still had her spider with her as a companion. But I do think that she was underdeveloped and there wasn't a lot for me to, get involved with. She got involved with the action scenes and tried to help Peter Parker and Miles Morales, but in the end, I do think she is one of the least developed Spider-Woman characters from this movie. I do find her to be very interesting, and I like her designs for her robot, and I liked how she got involved. But in the end, I think that she was probably the least interesting of these characters. Coming in at number 5 is Spider-Ham, Peter Parker. Now this is voiced by John Mulaney, and he's probably the funniest character in this movie. But like Peni Parker, he was very underdeveloped. He was a cartoon character, and he had some funny one-liners. He pulled a hammer out of his pocket and started whacking people. He was hilarious, and he added a lot for the comedic moments in this movie. I definitely would have loved to see more of this character, and I would like to check out some other source material for Spider-Ham, because now I am on board with this character and he is hilarious. Coming in at number 4 is Spider Noir, who is voiced by Nicolas Cage. And this is the character that I actually want to know more about. I want to see a movie about this character. Nicolas Cage, he was so perfect in this movie. Talking about the wind and being confused by Rubik's Cubes. So many things about this character were great. And like I said, this is the one character that I want to know more of a backstory. I want to see a future adventure film with him. I loved watching this character. Not only do I like the character design and the suit, but I like that Nicolas Cage said that he kind of based his performance off Humphrey Bogart, and it's so perfect. He definitely captured that era. Some funny one-liners, not a really developed character, not much of a backstory, but I do think that his character was very interesting. I wanted to know more about that character, and I want to see more of that character because it was funny, and I think that Nicolas Cage added a lot to that character. Coming at number 3 is Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman. Now she's introduced into the story very early on as a student that goes to the same school as Miles Morales, and I thought that early on, when she was not Spider-Woman, I thought her to be very interesting. They had a good relationship between Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. It was a little bit awkward at times, but it developed into a solid relationship. And when she was introduced as Spider-Woman, she was a leader for the characters. She tried to help Miles Morales understand the importance of being a hero and understanding yourself as well. So I really like her development in becoming someone that we really didn't know much of to someone that kind of became a leader and a figure for Miles Morales. He appreciated her presence and he wanted to be friends with her. She was a free-spirited superhero. Definitely felt like a strong character, and when she was introduced, she handled things on her own. You can tell that she's well trained and she has some past experiences from her universe, and it helped her become a strong hero in Miles Morales' universe. Coming at number 2 is Peter B. Parker from a different universe. He is old, he is divorced, he is fat, and he is lazy. And I really like the redeeming qualities for this character because when he is introduced, they regard him as a homeless person. And it takes some time for the character to get into that Peter Parker role that we've known before. This is not a Peter Parker that we've seen before. He's older, lazy, fat, and now he is becoming like a mentor, a Mr. Miyagi to Miles Morales, and he has to teach him the way of becoming Spider-Man. And not only is he teaching Miles Morales how to become Spider-Man, I like that journey of someone that's not Spider-Man to becoming Spider-Man again. And at the end, I think that it had some really good development. I loved the character, and I loved watching him become Spider-Man again. And coming in first place, this is expected, but Miles Morales. This movie is about Miles Morales. The trailer tells us that it's not about Peter Parker, it's about Miles Morales. And for Miles Morales having his first big movie with other characters, I do think that the movie still mainly focused on this character. And he's a very upbeat, funny guy, and he's very popular in school and has a struggling relationship with his family. He spends a lot of time with his uncle and likes to do graffiti art. And once he is bitten by a radioactive spider, it's all the same elements we've seen before. He doesn't know how to control his powers, and he finds it very weird, but it's also very funny. And the movie takes a lot of time pushing this character down and people not believing that he can be Spider-Man, and he doesn't believe in himself. And it's not till the later half in the movie where he realizes that he can become Spider-Man. And once he realizes things about himself and the importance of being Spider-Man, the character really does shine. And this movie definitely does have a lot of great development for this character, going from someone who doubts themselves all the way up until someone who believes in themselves. It's a great journey, and I think Miles Morales is a very interesting character, had the great qualities of Spider-Man, while at the same time being very fun and emotional at times too. This guy was vulnerable with his emotions, he wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and I love that about Miles Morales, and I can't wait to see what they do with this character. Thank you guys for checking out my video for all 6 Spider-Man and women characters ranked. Make sure to check out my Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie review right here, and hit that subscribe button down below. My name is JustinWatchesMovies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.